Shrewsbury, still spelled H-A-R-I-S. Everybody will give me a nod. Like Senator Gansler, I am a fan of poetry, and because of this, I've actually written a poem to give my speech in. Now, please don't compare me to Thomas Hardy. I wrote this in about an hour, but with that all aside. So many reasons to affirm this legislation. It promotes freedom and justice in this great nation. Everybody loves referendums. When our practices are tyrannical, we have to end them. My first point, I think, will have to be that we have to respect our founding principles. 3. First, obviously we gotta be free. Second, unalienable liberty. Third, and lastly, and most importantly, 3, government gets its power from its peeps. When governments declare war without our permission, I refuse to sit and take what they be dishing. We can solve this problem handily if the people choose for themselves and volunteer freely. I don't always support decisions based on popular decree. If we voted on everything, how slow would that be? But in this case, when lives are on the line, such a practice will work just fine. There are many reasons to affirm this legislation. It promotes freedom and justice in this great nation. Everybody loves referendums. When practices are tyrannical, we have to end them. Now, more than just our national values are protected. Many issues with current war practices will be corrected. First, let's look to those poor draftees. This bill will allow us to get rid of these. If only the warmongers have to go fight, we can end the issue of draft dodging. Ain't that tight? If people are voting by offering their own service, it will ensure wars always only occur when we're really serious. Look at the example of wars in Iraq and Afghanistan. The majority of citizens simply can't stand the master plan brought about by the Bushman. If the country got to vote on this, there's not a chance in hell we'd let Georgie play his giant game of Risk. So imagine a world without these wars that left our economy devastated and porous. Indeed, the cost is estimated in the trillions because George Bush saw barrels of oil by the millions, which means he destroyed the lives of millions. American death toll rose into the thousands. Mounds of bodies, loud dissent, please the Saudis or repent. Which brings me to my next part of the discussion. Worse than the Prussians. Countries hate us because we go to war a lot. So I think that we ought to take the needed steps to fix ourselves and put the guns back on the shelves. So many reasons to affirm this legislation. It promotes freedom and justice in this great nation. Everybody loves referendums. When our practices are tyrannical, we have to end them. Lastly, and most importantly, let's look at our country's history. The reason we didn't let average people decide in the 17th century is that their knowledge on politics was entry level. Hello, look at us now. People are so well learned, they can now be this argument can now be completely turned. People today are capable of choosing, especially when governments are right of using. Also, it would have been impractical in Franklin's day to let every person give their say. Now the internet makes this simply not true. We can vote from the bottom of the ocean blue. It's completely feasible to hold this vote. Now it's time for a reference to our favorite boat, the Titanic. I see you, panic. But don't you worry, please stand firm. And one more thing, please affirm.
Thank you, Mr. Harris, for that interesting speech of exactly 3 minutes.